Alright guys, I'm Vlad. Today we're working on my 1999 GMC Sierra. So I went over to my hydraulic supply store and I got this fitting. Now this fitting here, I'm gonna explain it to you guys quickly. AN4 fitting to 1/8 inch NTP. 1/8 inch NTP is the same as this. This is gonna be my fuel pressure regulator. I want a fuel pressure regulator on my engine, so this is what we're doing. This right here is a 2006 Chevy Silverado 1500. Okay, this is an AN4 fitting. Here's the fitting. We're gonna bolt it on like this. Okay, once we bolt that on, we're gonna put this pressure regulator right on it, just like this. Okay guys, so you following what we're doing? This is what we're doing. Okay, to get there, let me show you the process. Alright guys, so we're gonna be removing the valve. This is a Schrader valve, so this valve would be similar to what you would have when you fill your tire. So this is the one in your tire, your valve stem. Okay, I just pulled it out. They're identical. They're completely identical. Can you guys see that? Alright, the difference is the coloring. One is for air, the other one is for fuel, but the valve is the same. So what we're doing, we're gonna put the one in your valve stem. You use the same tool for your valve stems. We'll put that one back in the valve stem. Alright, now that you see we have the intake manifold and the valve is right there. Here's what we're doing. We have our fitting, our gauge. We have some Teflon tape. We're going to put the Teflon tape on the gauge. Okay? Then we're gonna screw this on the gauge. We've got our 7/16. I think this is a 14. Yeah, 9/16 or a 14. So we're gonna tighten it on there. I have enough thread, I think, to go. Okay, that's tight. Alright, we're just gonna attempt to remove excess. Alright, so I just removed all the excess. So it looks pretty good. So that's what that looks like. All right. So I'm showing you on this intake how it's gonna go on. That's how it's gonna go on. We're gonna get it on there. We're gonna get it on there pretty tight, just like that. Okay, the reason I like this is because if I'm driving down the road and my fuel pump goes bad, I walk, open the hood, and I'm like, boom, the gauge says 0. The fuel pump isn't working. It just tells me what's going on with my truck. Just gonna put this back in here. Now I just installed the Schrader valve back in. We're gonna put the cap on. So let's move on under the hood and we'll show you what's going on under there. Alright, so we just installed this battery in here. I didn't have a side post, so that's what I ended up doing. Here's the 6-liter. The Schrader valve is right there. It's on the passenger side. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start the truck. Okay? We're gonna start the truck. We got the truck started. I'm pulling the fuel relay, which is right here. The truck is gonna die. Alright, so what we did by pulling the relay right here is we turned off the fuel pump. Now there is no pressure in the fuel system. So now we are safe to pull the Schrader valve. We're gonna go ahead and pull that. Okay. There's still some fuel, but it's not enough to run the vehicle. I'm gonna set this up right here so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, now that I just removed the Schrader valve, which is right here, it's blue. I used this tool. This is just your generic tool for doing tires. We are gonna take our gauge. We're gonna screw it on, just like that. Alright. Alright, the gauge is screwed on. I like to make sure it's straight up and down. Now that that's straight up and down, I will be tightening it with this wrench to make sure it's tight and is not leaking. Alright, so now we're putting the relay back in as it's supposed to. We're gonna walk over. We're gonna start the truck. Okay, gonna prime it again. Fired right up.